big three ball.
Great hustle from Crowley.
She's really led from the front today for the Flyers.
Shelley with a big triple.
Rochi, bullseye on the three.
To the corner for Potter.
Alice Koenig connects.
She's pumped up, and so she should be.
Round 7 kicks off with a Victorian derby. Southside, well, they were hit and miss in round 6, winning on the road in Canberra in team-lifting fashion before falling on this very floor at the State Basketball Centre by 26 points to the Adelaide Lightning. Geelong, on the flip side, recorded their first win as a club against Southside in round 2 and are boosted by the inclusion of dual sport athlete Monique Conti. Two sides locked on 3 wins, and the winner tonight will go into 4th. My name is Liam Ellison, and joined alongside me tonight is WNBL Championship winning coach Laurie Chiswick. Laurie, welcome.
Thanks, Liam. It's always great to be on Wednesday night ESPN Hoops, and I'm really looking forward to this game because these are two teams that are sort of trying to leapfrog each other on the ladder. We know how tight it is in there, and so they play a similar style of game, but both, regardless, are going to be absolutely desperate to come out ahead at the end.
Let's have a look at this logjam on the ladder in the Signet WNBL, and Bendigo remain on the top undefeated, but it is tight from 3rd all the way through to 8th.
Well, results from round 6 really made it interesting. Perth losing 2 sort of brings them back into the pack. Geelong having a win. Adelaide and Southside both splitting their weekend. And Townsville, well, they're just sitting quietly in 3rd after they had a bye on the weekend, and they'll be happy to remain there.
Well, the reigning champs, Southside, with a 3-5 record. It's a new coach, plenty of new athletes across the board. But as we noted, Laurie, it's been a little bit Jekyll and Hyde for them.
Well, it has. They're really yet to find that consistency. Their wins have been against Sydney and 2 against Canberra. They haven't even played Townsville yet. But they have a new coach. There'll be some adjustments. But given, Liam, that they've played 8 games into a 21-game season, they really need to pick things up quickly.
They sure do, and they need to protect home court here this evening. One player who has been firing on all cylinders this season for the Flyers is Naz Hillman, in MVP conversations for some, and she was good enough to catch up with Megan Huswaite a little earlier.
Well, Naz, the Flyers are looking to establish some consistency. How do you go about doing that in tonight's game?
I think it starts on the defensive end. I feel like we've shown spurts of how tenacious our defense can be, but we really have to lock in tonight and make sure that's the forefront of our plan tonight.
Well, one of the key playmakers for Geelong in Sunday's win was your WNBA teammate from Atlanta Dream, Hayley Jones. How do you go about nullifying her tonight? She can play from the 1 right through to the 5.
That's what's so tough about guarding Hayley, is that she can play so many positions, but you have to slow her down, take her out of her sweet spots, which is around the key, and just make her speed up. I think that's the biggest thing for us tonight, is to make her go faster than she would like to, because she's great when she's at her own pace. So we'll try to do that as best we can. I know it's a tough feat, but we'll try to do it.
Will you guys have a bit of a chat out there?
Of course we will. Before, during, after the game, we'll talk the whole time.
Always great to chat to you. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Naz Hillman there, enjoying life in Melbourne once more, crossing from the Boomers from last season here for the Flyers in Signet WNBL 25, and Dallas Lockridge, one of her teammates, Laurie. What a round she had in round 6.
Oh my goodness, she scored 37 points across the 2 games in round 6 and 23 against Adelaide. She is relishing her new role in this Flyers outfit this season. She's only 20 years old, Liam, but she has a really good feel of the game, and she can score in different ways. The 3 ball, she's shooting it really well at 43%. Gets to the rim, and you don't want to foul her because she is a 90% foul shooter.
That's a terrific story. Still so young, and rupturing her ACL in the pre-season 2 years ago. Dallas Lockridge going great guns here. Geelong United, our new franchise this season. It's fair to say they've been trying some things with a 3-4 record.
Well, they have. They've sort of mixed up their starting lineups, but they're a similar situation to the Flyers. New franchise, new coach, new players. They're still finding their feet, and for them, they just want to be competitive, put themselves in a winning position every single game as a new club.
Been playing a really even 8-player rotation, Geelong United, but one player who has just been really steadfast for them in the starting lineup is Hayley Jones.
Oh, hasn't she been great to watch? Drafted by Atlanta in 2023 WNBA. She's really still early in her pro career as a pro baller, but she's been a huge asset to Geelong, and because of her versatility, And as her teammate mentioned, she can be play and guard anybody from 1 to 4, so it'll be interesting and fun to watch her play.
It will be. She is a big guard and led from the front in that 10-point victory over Adelaide in round 6. Monique Conti returned in that very game, playing 27 minutes in the starting lineup, Laurie.
Well, isn't it great to see her back in the WNBL? Such an amazing two-sport athlete.
Oh, she really is, and we heard from her rather a little earlier as well with Megan.
Well, Mon, second game in 4 days. Welcome back to the WNBL. You've got a big matchup tonight with two former teammates in Maddie Rocci and Dallas Lockridge. What will be the key to that matchup?
Yeah, they're two really talented guards, as we know. I think Dallas is coming off a couple of 20-point games, so she'll be one that we have to try and lock down, and obviously Maddie carries that team really well. So, yeah, they're definitely two of our focus areas there.
Is there some good momentum and some self-belief out of Sunday's win?
It's always good to come off a win. It gives us a lot of confidence as a group, and as the young group we are, we need to make sure that we take those wins and run with them, but we don't want to ride them too high or low.
Well, it's been a big week and a bit for you. You won your 7th consecutive AFLW club best and fairest, bought a house, made your debut for Geelong, won for Geelong and turned 25. I guess another win would be icing on the cake tonight.
Yeah, might as well top it off with a win.
Sounds good. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
That is a massive week for Monique Conti. Great to have her back in the WNBL, and the Southside 5 already out on the floor. Well, they are 2-2 this season at the State Basketball Centre. It's probably the 5 we expected, Laurie. Dallas Lockridge remains in there.
Yes, and they're going small ball. They were successful against Canberra with that. Not so successful against Adelaide, but these 5 players have really combined well together and will want to continue to do so tonight.
Once again, it's Hank, Conti and Brett who are into the 5 for Geelong, with Potter and Shelley coming off the pine.
That's the way they started the last game, and I guess they got that W, so they want to stick with that and see how they go.
They look to stick with a winning formula, and we are away here at the State Basketball Centre. Rocci sees her way through some early chaos. Koenig, who was huge in last Wednesday's win for the Flyers. Rocci open for the treble.
That was such good ball movement. We went inside, back out, around the horn, and a found wide open shot.
Hank. Conti, the entry pass to Jones in the post.
That'll be an interesting combination or matchup if Beck Cole stays on Jones, because Jones certainly has the size on her.
Tillman. Rocci wide open.
Not sure she's the one you want to leave wide open. Bit of a miscue, I would say.
Couldn't make them pay that time. Brett assessing. Not there with a skip pass. Conti threading the needle down low. Great defense from Hillman, and Koenig pulls down the rebounds. Rocci inside the arc, carving through the keyway. Cole rejects the screen.
Cole's been a little bit quiet the last 2 days in her scoring output. She'll want to look to try and step that up in tonight's game.
It was a quieter round 6 for the Southside skipper. Lockridge with the seal, but Hank with the size.
That was always going to be tough for Lockridge, the mismatch there, and the strength of Hank just going up strongly.
2 minutes gone here in Melbourne. Geelong won the last outing between these two, 90-87 in round 2. Running the floor is Froling. Saves the lay-in. Conti, though, quick hands. Quick trigger from Conti.
Oh, what a way to start off this game. A steal, gets herself out to the three-point line, and whack. Great stuff.
Gilman on the roll.
As you mentioned, Liam, she is in MVP form. Everything she does is with such ease.
Conti, downhill, not quite. Lockridge Slicing through three. They've got numbers, the Flyers. Walling up, though, was Jones. Terrific defense.
Gee, they should have done better than that. That was a 4-on-1 break.
Now Rochi can steady. At the top is Kunik. Nylon on the three. Flyers take the lead.
Good start for Alice Kunik. Last time these two teams played, Kunik scored 25 points, so she'll want to try and repeat that.
I missed her as well when she was out with injury, Alice Kunik. Big inclusion in round 6. Lockridge going off that career high. Single-digit shot clock. It's Cole from the elbow.
She'll be happy to see that one go through the net. A little bit of relief, because we know what sort of scorer she is and can be, Bet Cole. She leads by example as a captain.
Ponting back into action and running point for Geelong. And 4 dimes in their win over Adelaide. It'll stay with United. Brad Henshaw, Josh Duran and Sam Birgiba, our referees this evening. Jones with 9 seconds. Confident stroke from Brett. Rochi assessing. Kunik left wide open at the top. That is trouble for Geelong.
Well, it certainly is trouble. She had her feet set. That's the exact same spot that she shot her last 3. 2 from 2 now for Alice Kunik.
6-point advantage, Southside. Hank slipping out of range. Active start for Alice Kunik, her 3rd rebound. Lockridge run out of real estate.
Geelong really need to try and get the ball inside a little bit more. They only shoot the 3 ball at 26%, so I think at least initially, try and get the ball, try and get your feet in the paint, try and get a post feed.
Jones, the pull-up, Jay.
This little pull-up from the elbow.
Rochi under into a wall of Geelong defenders. Kunik inside the arc this time. Pushing it to Brett. Rolling there in the post. Free throw line. Jumper rattles home for Hannah Hank.
Well, that foul line is a friend right now for Geelong. The last 2 baskets have been from that range.
Cole, kick out. Lockridge, open. You bet.
Really good read of the defense. There was a strong switch, and Monique Conti was top blocking, and anyway, good find at the corner.
Hank down low, last touched off Mars Hillman. Picking up where she left off in round 6. Alice Lockridge, averaging 18.5 points per game over the rounds. Six minutes gone here at the State Basketball Centre. Jones tied up. Lockridge with the active hands. Diving in was Hank. Shot clock buzzer expires.
Really good defense by Lockridge, just being extra active with her hands and her feet and causing a little deflection. Players diving all over it, but shot clock violation.
Offense has been their strength, the Flyers. Defensively, they've been a little leaky, it's fair to say, sitting 7th for points against. Still moving is Conti.
You're exactly right, Liam. We know how the firepower they have with the Flyers. They're 3rd for points scored per game at almost 83%. But gosh, They let in 85, so they've really got to tidy up that part of their game.
They sure do.
Especially with Christy Harrower as coach.
Gilman, short on the three. Jones directing traffic. Rowling lost it. Now Koenig can push it forward.
Again, good active hands by Geelong.
Jazz Shelley into the ball game along with Potter. Jump ball situation. And the Flyers will have it with a 5-point advantage. Cole on the wing. Off ball call, says the referee. And it's an offensive foul.
You know, I don't mind that foul so much early in the game. It shows that the players are really intent on finding a body when they go headhunt a screen and setting aggressive screens out there.
Speak of league rankings, well, it's been the offense. It's been a struggle for Geelong. Defense has been their brand so far through the first 7 games. They have been a side that's had some players in and out. Danielle Raber into the game. Gilman. Koenig, same spot. A long rebound finds Cole. Fresh 14 for Southside. They go under the screen.
Great rebound by Naz Hillman.
Extra possession once more. Tara Reid was hot this time last week.
Well, I think, Liam, if you are going to give the Southside Flyers 3 opportunities to nail a 3, one of them is going to go down.
No doubt. Labour inside. And Southside have been hot from 3 in this game. And now 5 of 8 from distance. Rochi with a float game.
Great push by Maddie Rochi, and more importantly, a very good timeout called by Coach Chris Lucas. He wants to stem the flow of this momentum that Southside have right now on the back of that 3-point shot by Tara Reid, and then a nice little floater by Maddie Rochi.
She had 4 of them last week, Tara Reid, and now the Flyers out to a double-digit advantage here. With a couple of minutes remaining in the first quarter. Geelong with a lot to talk about. But the Flyers 5 of 10 from 3-point lands.
Okay, you're okay. Go inside out with whatever you're doing. All right, I want you to run forward. So it's a hand back, and Jazzy's going to screen. Okay, so you're going to screen. Okay, but you're going out. So come up the pick. Have a look at your own. All right. That. Alrighty. Inside out. All right.
Chris Lucas there. Great to get access to the huddle at the timeout.
Well, Chris was really calm in that situation, you know, and he said they're taking good shots, they're just not dropping, drew something up, was really specific in what he wanted done.
Consi back out there running point. Just a short break for her on the pine. Raber there to provide the pick. Just a little stagnant at the moment, Geelong. Shelley trying to make something happen. Southside is swarming. Out of nowhere though was Potter, but they run out of time. Did not hit the rim.
Gee, that's the second shot clock violation that Southside have forced in this first quarter. Pretty good defense.
Terrific way to arrest the trend of their poor defense in recent weeks.
Right.
Still early in this ball game. Reid rips and drives. And 2 to come at the strike.
And that's why Tara Reid is so hard to defend. We saw her before that timeout shooting a 3 from the corner, and then she has the ability, the explosiveness to put it on the floor and finish at the rim, and that's one of her strengths of her game.
Tara Reid leading the way off the bench for scoring so far. Make sure you're following all the live stats of today's game in the free WNBL app. You can also check out game highlights, team and player info, and more. Download it from the App Store today. As Tara Reid goes 2 from 2. Geelong on the ropes here. Watching fighting around the screen. Conti connects.
Much needed basket by Conti for Geelong. Now they need to try and come up with a stop.
Gilman down low. Koenig the steal. And a tough foul. Southside will head back to the line.
You can just see the look of determination and the way the Flyers are playing, the way they're locking in defensively, the focus they have on offense. They're really, I think it was a bit of a surprise to them, and they would be very disappointed how they played against Adelaide, and they've come up trying to now reverse the trend and get back in the winner's column.
Yeah, no doubt. They fell in that one, 97-71.
I think we have to give Adelaide full credit for that win, but Southside, as I said, would have been disappointed.
Southside 4 from 4 from the stripe. Jones into the body of Reid. Southside from the baseline.
Southside right now are playing really good one-on-one defense. Alice Koenig stayed really connected to Jones, and at the same time they had people at the split line, so they're doing a lot of good things defensively right now, the Flyers.
Cole, deep three. Jones, open floor, makes the read, and Raber with a finish. That is something they will want to put a stop to. Southside, Haley Jones getting downhill. Lockridge, shot block gone dark. Cole recognises Reid open for 3, and it ends the first quarter in style.
That was such a great dribble penetration by Beck Cole, and instead of pulling up, she saw her wide open teammate in Tara Reid in the corner where previously she had nailed that shot. So great decision, great finish.
Southside hot in the first quarter. It's a 13-point advantage after 1. Tara Reid has burst out of the blocks off the pine in the first quarter. 8 points in just 3 minutes, courtesy of a couple of downtown hits. She's been superb. And her side, Southside, with a 28-15 lead after one. Laurie Chiswick.
Well, she was fabulous, and coming off the bench, how great to have a prolific scorer like Tara Reid coming in as a substitution.
Shooting 50% from the field and 50% from three. Conti's led the way for Geelong. And a bit to work on here coming into the second quarter. Rolling. Top of the perimeter. Hank's there on the block. Potter. Now they get it to Hank down low. Tied under the baseline. Southside's defense comes up trumps once more. Cole feeding Koenig inside. Reid again. Koenig not quite on the lay-in.
Well, Geelong really got let off the hook there with a wide open three from Tara Reid, and then an offensive rebound and putback. A miss from Alice Koenig.
And let them off there, the Flyers. Jones, the step through. Megan Huswaite is courtside and was listening into the Southside huddle. Megan.
I sure was, and the energy was high at quarter time. Coach Christy Harrow pleased with both the offense and the defense, but she said the Flyers were getting good shots out of their skip passes and implored her players to stay with the same intensity on the day and get out and run in this second quarter.
It was some move from Hayley Jones, the Euro step and the finish.
Well, hasn't she been impressive coming out of that quarter time break? She'd been held quiet that first quarter with only 4 points, so she needs to come to life for this team. She averages 12 points a game.
Already up to the 6 so far this evening. Unforced error.
That's when we talk about the consistency for teams, is that you can't lose focus, and coaches always say you need to play for 40 minutes.
Back in the hands of Conti. Step from the sideline.
I really like how Southside are forcing Geelong. They're really in a denial and forcing them to catch it fairly deep outside the three-point line, and in that instance, deep enough that she put her foot on the line, the sideline.
Koenig. Waves off the handoff. And Potter tangled up. First foul on Gemma Potter. Shelley, the only player with 2 in the ball game. Michaela Vaughan out there for the Flyers. Reid sees Rochi open for 3. Another offensive rebound for Koenig. Lockridge battling with Conti. 6 seconds. Caught some contacts and Koenig to the line.
Southside are doing a really good job of anytime there's dribble penetration and a teammate getting their feet in the paint, of moving to receiver spot. So the person that's taking those dribbles, they know where to pass it to out at that three-point line.
Stay powered with Signet, Australia's favourite power bank brand. Keep your devices charged and never miss a moment. Visit signet.com to find your perfect power bank. 2 of 2 for Alice Koenig. Elbow catch for Hank. Jones causing headaches for Southside. Rochi pushing the issue. Runs into 2 Geelong defenders. Third team foul of the quarter on United.
Maddie Rocha's mindset is certainly to push the pace right now and really attack early this Geelong outfit.
And he's such a strength for them. Southside pushing the pace. Baseline ball with 18 on the shot clock. Inbounds and the finish to Nas Hillman. Conti connecting with Raver.
Wow.
Brett, the slash, but missing the lay-in. We'll have another look via Conti. Her second triple.
If that had gone off from Frawley, that would have been a real great pass, but good perseverance for Geelong to get that offensive rebound and kick it out to Conti.
Reed battling through. Had Ellsworthy there. Turnovers becoming a little bit of an issue for Geelong United. Conti leading the way, though, in the scoring column with 8 points. Rochi rattles out on the three.
Good idea of Conti just to slow it down, steady it, call a play.
Being a steadying influence, short that time. Vaughan was first to it, but the whistle first.
I think just a little push in the back of Frawley on that rebound, and now it'll be Geelong's ball on the baseline.
Lucas, the inaugural coach for Geelong United. Of course, not the first time, Laurie, we've seen a Geelong club in the WNBL, we should say.
Well, no, I've got it on really good source that in 1986 there was a Geelong team called the Geelong Cats, and I know that for a good reason because I actually played on that team, as did Carly Mitchevic's aunt, Zarika Mitchevic, Carly Ernst, as we know her now. So, yes, that was a 1 year that Geelong had another team, but it's great to see them back on. And we played in that same venue that Geelong play at.
Some would say an impeccable source then, Laurie.
Impeccable source, no question.
Lockridge with 4 seconds. Hillman had a foot inside. Southside might retain it here. $14 to work with. In by Hillman. Reed wide open and makes them pay.
And that's a skip pass that Megan Huswag talked about, that Christy Harrower spoke at the timeout, that she's really happy with. A nice screen was set and a great skip pass.
Timeout, back to a 13-point advantage to Southside. It was 13 points at the first break, and now tied up on the back of that. Tara Reid, 3. Already her third of the game, 3 of 4, Laurie.
Well, we know that she can shoot the three. We know that she can penetrate. It's good to see that her confidence is back. We know she missed the first 4 games of the season. She hurt her ankle when she was playing in Mexico with the New Zealand national team. So it's good to see her back and finding some form.
Absolutely. Yeah, really thankful to have her back at the wing position, Tara Reid. Shooting under 50% from 3 this season. And Chris Lucas back to the whiteboard. The backcourt has provided Conti and Jones, but they see 13 points in arrears. Tara Reid, 3 of 4 from long range for 11 points to lead the way for the Southside Flyers, and it is back with that 13-point advantage. Halfway through the second quarter, Liam Ellison and Laurie Chiswick with you on the call, and Megan Husway is courtside. Megan.
I was in the Geelong timeout where Captain Keely Froling took charge of the players' book for Chris Lucas, spoke to them, and her messaging to her teammates was that there was not enough talk on D and that it isn't what it was on Sunday in the win over Adelaide, as Froling is blocked there by Hillman. We know that they are a young, inexperienced team and they will have lapses, but Keely felt that if they can get a bit more talk late in this second term, that can contribute to whittling away this margin.
Thanks, Megan. Defense has been what they've built their wins on. It's not gone that way so far this evening. It's now 14 fouls on Geelong. Gilman assessing. Space to go to work. Raver cuts it off. Brett attacking, kick out. Rolling on the block and the jump hook goes.
And I think they need to look a little bit more inside for Keely Froling. She is a real magnet. She's averaging 15 points per game. They need to keep her involved. I know Naz Hillman is guarding her, but she does need to keep her involvement.
Raver with a block and deflected off Lockridge out of bounds. Calling all sports teams, say goodbye to travel headaches and hello to CTM Sport. CTM are 100% committed to delivering excellence in our field. Leave the logistics to the travel experts so your athletes can focus on what they do best. Learn more at ctmsport.com.au. Shelley cutting down low as Raver and walling up Koenig. Lost the handle though. Froling able to find Raver wide open.
Well, Alice Koenig did such a great job of defending when Raver was going up. She kept her hands really, really straight and then got them stripped going the other way down, and Raver was just in the right spot at the right time.
Timeout on the floor. Geelong turning defense into offense. Christy Harrower. Let's see if we can listen in here.
No problems, but we just got to be steady in what we do, all right? That's all right, Al. It's all right. It's all right. Give me your close ball, but then you can also go slow with these. So in close ball work, you can slow with make the baseline grab, because if they switch, you might get a shot anyway off it, okay? Guys, we got to be solid down this end. And they might be a zone. Is there any zone?
Christy Harrower there. First season as Southside coach. Up to a single-digit ball game.
So great to see Christy on the floor as a head coach now. And interesting, so she was Chris Lucas's assistant last year. Hannah Lowe, who is Chris's assistant this year, was Cheryl Chambers' assistant last year. So there's a lot of knowledge in there in those two teams about what the coaches will be doing or not doing.
It sure is. Some rivalries, I'm sure, as well, Laurie. And the Victorian derby. Gilman on the block. Spins out of trouble. Let's get down to Megan Huswaite, courtside.
What you said, Laurie, with the experience of the assistant coaches. As he told me before the game, Bernie Harrower thinks that he's probably the only WNBL assistant with 2 championships to his name as a head coach. So I think Bernie might just trump everyone for experience on the benches this season.
I think you're exactly right, Meg. I just think we've got a plethora of wonderful, wonderful coaches in the WNBL and really good developing assistant coaches, although I'm not sure we'd say Bernie is developing.
I don't think so. She's drawn contacts. Brett arrived to the scene late. It's 3 throws regardless, but it's also penalty in effect. for the final 3 minutes here.
And Southside will want to use that to their advantage and continue to put pressure on the rim. They're a really good foul shooting team. They shoot the free throw at 80%, second in the competition. So it's a good option for them to get to the foul line.
Bowling will take a break. Conti has been excellent so far this evening. Slipping the screen, Raber.
Wow.
But snatched down was Hillman. Great defense.
Just great anticipation, then a nice kick ahead, and not quite there.
Baseball pass ahead to Shelley. Looking to run the break, but Rochi picked her pocket. And that was a hard foul from Danielle Raber.
That should send Rochi to the foul line, as we mentioned.
Sure will, and looks a little ginger. Heavy contact. Raber making a play at the ball. That was a brick wall she ran into.
Well, she did a great job of stripping Jazz Shelley of the ball initially. Shelley's interesting, Liam. You know, she's still finding her feet in the WNBL, and you know, that transfer from college to the WNBL has been a little bit difficult for her, but I think she's getting better each game. But, you know, she needs to work on being assertive defensively, because got some pretty strong bodies out there.
Right on cue, Haley Jones, one of those.
Well, she's just kept the scoreboard ticking over for Geelong right now. They're just hanging around.
Koenig steps into a three. Jones controls the glass. Into double figures now. Conti rejects the screen. Extra possession, Maya Shelley. Not quite. Jones on the O-glass, and the foul first on Maddie Rochi.
That was a good shot of Jazz Shelley to take. She's, you know, she's not shooting the ball particularly well right now, but we know from her college days that she is a great three-point shooter. So you want to encourage her to take that sort of shot.
Absolutely. Shot 37% in college, going at only 24% this season, but it's almost, you think, a matter of time before that turns. Jones, the quick thinking off the back of the defender. Back within 2 possessions.
Yes. Got a ball game here, Liam.
That we do. 90 seconds out from the main break. Karachi. Shelley. Nice feed inside to Raber. Southside rotating well defensively. Conti, nylon on the three.
Geelong didn't panic in that situation. They held their poise, kept with the process.
Koenig can't can it. They have a fresh 14. Hounded by Conti. It's Rochi off the window, nearly. Shelley pushing the issue. Jones.
Gosh, I think I'd want the ball in Conti's hands right now. She's nailed a couple of really crucial threes.
Now 3 of 5, Monique Conti from the land of plenty. Shot clock ahead of the game clock. Rochi lost it. And the whistle will favour Geelong with 10.2. And for all the dominance of the Flyers early, basket here could bring it right back at the halftime break, Laurie.
Well, 10 seconds is plenty of time to get a good look off. Little on-ball action with Jones and Conti. Or just give it to Jones and tell her to go downhill.
Hand off back to Jones. Cole hit the deck. Got a shot away. Won't get the roll. And a 4-point advantage at the halftime break at the State Basketball Centre here in Melbourne. Southside 39, Geelong 35. And they won that quarter, United 22-11. To give ourselves, Laurie, a ball game at the halftime break.
Well, it was good to see, because at one point it looked like there was going to be a bit of a kick away by Southside. So give Geelong full credit for hanging in there, getting some good stops, getting some good deflections, and then coming up with some scores at the other end. To me, which was led by Haley Jones.
Jones has led the way with 12 points. And Megan Huswaite is on court. Megan.
With Tara Reid, the Flyers led by as much as 13 points in the first half. The margin's now 4 at halftime. What went wrong for that margin to slim?
I think we just, our defensive intensity went down a bit, so I think we need to pick that up in the second half. And also, yeah, I think we were kind of settling for outside shots, so maybe just get it inside and get some easy buckets.
Haley Jones has played a key for Geelong in the comeback, but so has Monique Conti, who was your teammate at Melbourne last year. How do you try and nullify her? I know not personally you, but how can the guards try and get on top of that battle in the second half?
No, yeah, Mon's been on fire since coming back. What is it, her second game? So I think we just need a bit more defensive ball pressure on her, even when she's moving around. I know she's fast. And then also for Haley, just keep being physical with her when she gets deep in the paint.
Thanks for your time. We'll let you get in there.
Thank you.
She's been an X-factor. Tara Reid has all 11 bench points for the Flyers at the half. It's a 4-point advantage to Southside.
Don't forget, you can join the Southside Flyers players at basketball camps on December 23 right here at the State Basketball Centre at Melbourne Sports and Aquatic Centre. Head to chasebasketball.com.au. That's chasebasketball.com.au for your booking details.
Put the nail in the coffin. Extra ball to Shelley from the car park. It's bang! Good night! Good night, Jazz Shelley says with a big triple down the stretch.
Yeah, Geelong was really hard to not pass up on. It was something that was really exciting for me, being the closest team to my family and having played at Geelong in the NBL 1 when I was 18. So it was really cool when that came about. It was something that I really wanted to do, and there was a lot of excitement around it for me, which now I'm really excited to be part of the first Geelong WNBL team. My pathway's been a little bit different from some. I took the college route and I was in the United States for the last 5 years. So I think that's something I've loved, and I love the experience, and I'm just really happy to be back in Australia and kind of make my mark in the WNBL again. That was always been my dream, was to get my name called to be drafted to the WNBA. So being able to share that with the family that I had made in the United States was really cool. We watched it in one of my friends' garages with all my teammates and coaches and everything. So that was a really special day. And the camp was amazing. I got to meet some incredible people and learn a lot about myself and what I need to work on. So I'm very grateful for that experience.
Here's Shelley. Jazz Shelley looking for her first points, taking her first shot. Oh, a rainbow one that looked beautiful.
United States, you learn a lot from being over there. The world's a little bit different. You actually realize how grateful you are for Australia, and there's a lot of stuff going on there, so you learn a lot. And just being away from family and stuff, you have to mature a lot quicker and learn to live by yourself. And pretty much I grew up at a young age, so it's been good to be able to learn a bunch of different stuff and dynamics and cultures, and then really I feel like become an all-round better person because of those experiences.
Jazz Shelley, the 2019 WNBL Rookie of the Year. Great to have her back after a 5-year college stint, Laurie.
She had a great college career. We were watching her from afar and all the progress that she made. It was really exciting. So now it's really fun to have her back in the WNBL. As she said, she's loving being in Geelong. It sort of feels like a little bit like home. She's glad to be back with family, and we hope she has a great season with us.
Absolutely, and so far in this ball game, it's a 4-point advantage at the break to Southside, but it feels like momentum has shifted to Geelong.
Well, it does. It looked like for a while there, you know, both teams sort of started off. I thought it was a little bit of a grind early on, and then Southside really crept ahead, and through their defense, they really worked hard at getting deflections, making life difficult for Geelong. And on the back of Alex Kunik, who has 10 points so far, you know, they were making life difficult. And then all of a sudden, Geelong seemed to get their groove and come back and put a little bit more pressure on the Southside Flyers, and they took some early looks and some early shots. So certainly has evened up a lot. And it'll be interesting to see what both coaches talked about at halftime, and we can see that changes that they make come the second half.
7-0 run to finish the second quarter for Geelong United, seeing them back within 4, and they lead points in the paint considerably, Laurie, 20-8.
Well, sorry, both teams have taken care of the ball relatively well, only 8 turnovers, but you can see the leading scorers there. It's very similar for both teams. It's spread out. Nobody's really dominating on the points or the rebounds. One thing I find interesting, Liam, is that Geelong have not gone to the foul line yet. So that either means Southside are playing unbelievable defense and not fouling, or equally that they're just not getting to the basket as soon enough.
That really is a startling stat. They've got inside the paint, but the Southside defense, especially early, was terrific. Let's have a look at some of the best plays from round 6 before we get underway here in the second half. Here's the top 5.
Wow.
Rocci to the cup for the firsts.
What a great start for Maddie Rochin.
Oh, Hillman with the putback. That's going to count.
The Spirit have an opportunity to take the lead. And one! It falls. Samuels at the hoop. Aggressive. Bendigo now have the lead. What a great pass that was. Griffin, now Wickham. Great cross into the middle of the key, and one. A fantastic move. We expect nothing more from Wickham.
That was really, really nice. Made it quick, sharp, what a cross.
Perth can have the final shot of the quarter. It's Soa. It's 3. Mila Soa with a much-needed long-range bucket on the stroke of quarter time.
Second half moments from getting underway here at the State Basketball Centre. The Flyers and Geelong United locked in a tight tussle here to kick off round 7 of the Signet WNBL. 39 plays 35 in favour of the home side. And you may notice today that players from both sides have a purple band around the top of their singlet. This band is a powerful symbol of support for survivors of domestic violence. This season, the WNBL clubs, athletes and the Players Association have united to raise awareness around this critical issue. Enough is enough. A life free from violence is possible, and when everyone plays a role, real change happens. Learn how. You can be a part of the solution by visiting Full Stop Australia. QR code and the number on your screen as well. Let's head on down to Megan Huswaite, who is doing a terrific job patrolling courtside there, and she has a news update from us from around the WNBL. Megan.
Well, it's been a busy news week to start the week with massive news out of Adelaide yesterday that the Adelaide Lightning and Nat Hurst had mutually agreed to part ways. This came just 24 hours after the Lightning gave up a lead. Unfortunately, that's been the trend for them in recent weeks in WNBL 25 against this team, Geelong, and the decision was made yesterday. Nat Hurst coached her 50th WNBL game on Sunday. She finishes with a 15-win, 35-loss record as head coach of the Adelaide Lightning. As Laurie touched on earlier, she took the reins after serving an apprenticeship under Chris Lucas, so she had completed 2 full seasons and the first few rounds of this season. It's going to be fascinating to see what happens from here. Assistant coach Matthew Clark will take the reins of the Lightning for Sunday's home game against the UC Capitals. And we often see in sport when a coach does leave the position, the team does come out and often have a win. We see it across a lot of sports, but I think it will be fascinating to see how the Adelaide playing group responds to this, because on paper they have one of the best rosters in the competition. 2 Olympians in Steph Talbot and Izzy Bolace, a WNBA important Brianna Turner, who's a certified star in this league. Japrice Dean is a WNBA draftee, and Izzy Bourne is an Australian rising star. So there's no doubt that this group has underachieved so far this season. But of course, we look now to potential replacements for that job next season and beyond. And there's a lot of coaches available out there. One that comes first to mind is the reigning championship coach, Cheryl Chambers, who is not coaching this season. I'm sure she'll be at the top of the list for a phone call from the Lightning. Other names that I would like to see in the mix are former Adelaide players making strides in their coaching careers, in Renee Garlop, who's assistant coach at Sydney, and Sam Woosnam, who has declared she wants to be a head coach in the NBL, but I think due diligence needs to certainly be done and a phone call put into her. But it will be fascinating to see what happens with the Adelaide Lightning and their head coaching position.
Thank you, Megan. Great stuff as always, and there are plenty of candidates for what is really an enticing role, Laurie. So much talent for Adelaide.
Well, it is. I'm sad to hear that Nat Hurst won't be. I think she is, you know, an emerging young, very good coach, and I'm sure doors will open for her in the future. And you know, it's a difficult time. I'll be interested, very interested, to see how the players respond to, you know, things that she's put in place, and how they come about, how they go about their business on their home court. But yeah, tough times for her. But the, you know, Adelaide are looking ahead now.
Yeah, well said, Laurie. She is a star of our league. Nat Hurst, 7-time champion as a player. She'll be back. 4-point advantage to Southside. The third quarter underway.
You can see Geelong have come up on a zone, just mixing it up, giving Southside something different to think about.
Koenig fighting through. Foul on Conti. Looks a little sore, Alice Koenig. Southside, 9 of 11 from the free throw line. Geelong yet to go to the strike. A reset as Hillman entered to rebound.
You could see Joe Wood on the bench as one of Christy Harrower's assistant as well. So There are some really promising, good assistants in this competition, as I mentioned earlier.
Potter, kick out. Brett, not quite on the three. Conti can reassess. Potter doubled out of the screen. Conti, a rainbow three. Lockridge into the crossed. Down low as Koenig just recovers. Cole with 7 seconds. And the runner falls home for Alice Koenig. Approaching a double now. 13 and 8 to go with 2 blocks. Leading Froling. Short jumper is a foul.
There we go, the first time to the foul line, Keely Froling. Third quarter, the 8:32 mark.
Finally they get there. Nice start to this third quarter for Koenig. 4 early points. And as you mentioned earlier, Laurie, it has been a quieter outing so far for Keely Froling. By her lofty standards, she's been terrific this season, 15 and 11 per evening. Rocci around the pick. Deflected off Geelong.
Good active hands by Geelong in that instance, forcing the deflection.
Ten seconds to work with. Lockridge. Over the top was Hank. And a tie-up, says the ref.
That was a great recognition to go in and double, because we know how hard and how difficult Hillman is and the way she can finish inside. So good decision to go and double.
Conti. Kick out to Brett, who cans the 3 ball. Geelong closed the gap to 3. They led early on in this contest. Southside got out to an 11-point advantage at one stage. Cole. Got to make her move, the skipper. Jones and Conti control. United have numbers, same spot for Brett.
Wow, that's a good result for Geelong, a really good push. Brett found herself running the lanes hard, had her feet set, and was what you said, exactly from the same spot.
Beautifully weighted pass to Hillman. Chance for the extra to come. And that will steady the home side.
You could see her players were trying to front her to make her the ball go over the head, and a picture-perfect pass. There was no pressure on Rocci, so she was able to do just that, and Hillman finishes comfortably, and the and one.
Conti. Jones runs into Hillman. Hank able to recover. Projects the screen straight down the boulevard. Southside with the numbers on the break. Rocci count the bucket through traffic. Some finish and the chance for one more.
I loved how Maddie Rocci ran the lanes. Lockridge had the push on the floor, and she just kept running and persevering, and was a great finish.
Conti will take a break. Rocci won at the line. Megan Huswaite's courtside.
It was fascinating to see Christy Harrower speak and yell out to her guards, Dallas Lockridge and Maddie Rocci, during that play. Christy Harrower, one of Australia's greatest ever point guards, is working on the improving and elevating the communication and talk between those two guards. She thinks they've got so much potential, but just adding that communication, something Christy was so good at, is something the three of them are working on together.
Do you think, Megs, that Christy would like to be on the court right now and actually running the show there for her guards?
I think she would be jumping out of her skin, Loz.
Thanks, Megan. Rochi, short for three. Lockridge did well. Immediate attack, slicing through. Lockridge high off the window.
The thing I like about Lockridge and what she's doing and bringing to the Flyers right now is she's constantly in motion. Whether she has the ball or doesn't have the ball, she is moving around to get into the right receiver spot, to receive the ball, to dribble it, to penetrate. She is constantly in motion.
Yeah, she's really active. Geelong basketball on the sideline. In by Jones. Poked out from Rochi. And 9 to work with. Two triples this quarter for Brett. Jones. Shelley rather steps back and falling out of hand to it. There's a whistle first. Four dealers are all about supporting the game here in Australia. From Ford Aussie Hoops to the WNBL, we've been backing Aussie sports and communities for nearly 100 years. So when you're ready to hit the court, your local Ford dealer is here to help you get to the game. Lockridge. Reed back out there off the bench. Muscling through, but Jones controls the glass. Picks up her dribble. Popped it down to Froling. No call.
Well, Alice Kunik is lucky because she has 3 fouls right now, so you wouldn't want to take a charge on that one or a foul, a block on that one and get your 4th foul with lots of time left to go.
There's the easy whistle for the ref, the seconds on Keely Froling. We'll be hoping for more of that in the second half. Keely Froling on the block. 4-point ball game, Megan.
Wouldn't mind an extra camera on the bottom of the screen on this matchup between Kunik and Froling.
I'll get back to Megan in just a moment. It's a good suggestion.
Well, they are both physical players. They are both passionate players, go at it hard.
At the Geelong bench, I'll go back to where I was.
So Jones. Already in the bonus. 4:50 remaining in the quarter. Nearly lost it. Froling. Looked over to Reed. Rochi opts to Kunik. 10 seconds. Jones right there. Great pass. Shelley arrives.
Good anticipation by Shelley, seeing that her teammate was going to get caught off if that pass went ahead, and was able to just get a hand and send it out of bounds. 5 seconds left on the shot clock.
Handy way to reset the D. Immediate catch though for Hillman.
She is just a star out there. The things that she does and the way she goes about it, she's so even-keeled.
Jones off the cross.
Talk about class. Right back at you, Haley Jones.
Yeah, she uses class, Haley Jones. Lockridge, hand off to Reed. 11 off the pine for her. Great find to Kunik. Run off the 3-point line, and no one came to meet her.
Well, a good decision by Kunik. Keely Froling went flying out thinking she was going to shoot a 3, a little shot fake, and then put it to the ground and an easy finish.
Nice Shelley. Switching onto the ball was Koenig. Great time, but even better hands from Lockridge. Southside find themselves with a handy buffer once more. Hillman, they continue to feed her. No dice on that occasion. Oh, Jones left unattended.
A little bit of miscommunication on defensive transition. Nobody picked up Jones. She ran to the point of the rim and it was an easy finish.
Rochi to her backcourt mate, and Lockridge, who's immediately trapped, somehow got it to Koenig. 4 seconds, gotta go. Koenig hit the deck hard, but Geelong with the whistle.
Just a bit of a no-look pass from Jazz Shelley.
Jones now up to 16.
Technical foul was called. So we see Keeley Frawling at the line.
Drains the technical free throw. Sideline possession to boot. Southside basketball.
My mistake early on with Alex Koenig having 3 fouls. She doesn't, in fact, she had 3 fouls against her, or on her, but she currently just has 1 foul.
Rochi, open, set, not quite. Just as though there was a little bit of chat back from the Flyers leading to that technical free throw. Jones in the spin cycle. Rochi slicing inside. Hillman tangled up on the rebounds. Koenig pleading her case. Not gonna matter. Both sides will be in the penalty. And it's Raver who's been assessed with the personal.
Alice Koenig shoots free throws at 87%, and she continues that good form, nailing those last 2 shots.
Shelley running point. Jones, mid-range game.
Really nice tight curl cut by Jones. Just had her defender trailing behind her and was able to get that shot off quickly.
Hillman on the perimeter is Reed. Picked up her dribble. Just got it to Cole. Inside, Koenig caught a bump. And one of the best free-throw shooters in the league will head back to that very spot. Just plays with a sort of slow-mo, classy style, doesn't she, Hallie Jones? Composed at all times. She is the game's second leading scorer, bested only by Koenig, who now has 21.
Well, Koenig has had a real influence in this 3rd quarter. She had 10 points at halftime, so she's really taking this game by storm.
Brett has also had an influence in this 3rd quarter.
Great job, Brett. She is a 3-point shooter, but also she's an excellent defender. She brings energy and grit to this team, sort of a no-nonsense attitude, so it's good to see her contributing at the offensive end as well.
Rochi, Potter there defending the ball. Working inside, around to Reed.
This is entertaining basketball, Liam. Both teams are really playing great team basketball defensively and working the ball around offensively.
Jones is going to head to the stripe off the back of that reach. You're spot on, Laurie. This is up and back, high intensity.
And we shouldn't be surprised that it's a close game, because last time they met in round 2, as I think you mentioned right at the top of the show, 90 to Geelong, 87. So it was only a 3-point margin.
High-scoring affair at Geelong Arena. It was their first ever victory as a franchise for Geelong. The tiebreakers, no doubt, would be in the back of both coaches' minds as Brett off the cut. Two-point ball game once more. Still 12 to work with for Rochi. Feeding Hillman into the defender, count it! Off the window, it's good.
Just such a tough finish, a little screen and then rolls hard to the basket. That is not easy to be rolling, to catch it, to turn, to finish with 2 defenders there. Great job, Hillman.
Hoop and harm for Nas. Unlucky on the free throw. Shot clock off. 5 seconds. Shelley assessing. Gotta let it go. Froling. Time expires. I don't think it's going to count. Froling calling for it. 63 plays 59 at the end of 3.
And an and one to go with it.
Just in time for Keeley. Referee had the best look at it. There was not much in it. In the end, one, as you said, Laurie, to go with it. 0.4 leads the game clock. That means it's a 1-point advantage to Southside as we turn the home here at the State Basketball Centre. A great ball game tonight for your WNBL Wednesdays. Do not go anywhere. 10 minutes of action remaining.
Southside Flyers. Knox Sport has been supporting local basketball and offers great deals for our Flyers family. Visit them just 15 minutes away in First Going or online at knoxsport.com.au. Our top scorers so far for today's game, we got Alice Koenig on 22, Mickey Ford, Alice Hillman on 11, and Maddie Rochi has herself 12 points, but we are far from done.
High scoring third quarter, Geelong 27-24 in the period to cut it to a 1-point advantage at 3-quarter time. Southside in the lead And Foot Locker is celebrating 50 years of sneakers. Celebrate 50 years and the current hoop season by grabbing the latest kicks and apparel at your nearest Foot Locker, the official major partner of the WNBL. All stats today very even. The rebounds the same, 30-31. And Southside, well, they are playing small today, Megan, due to Carly Ernst, who unfortunately remains out with a back injury.
Yeah, that's right. Carly Ernst is missing her third consecutive game tonight after injuring her back at practice a couple of weeks ago. She's been in a lot of pain but is recovering and starting to get back in the gym. I spoke to her at three-quarter time and she's hopeful that she will return to the court for the Flyers before Christmas. It's been a huge year for her, playing in the Flyers Championship and then going all the way to the final day of the NBL one season with the Waverley Falcons crowned national champions. I was also in Chris Lucas's time out and the message was around Healy staying at home on her former teammate Naz Hillman. Geelong will go small for the first few minutes here with Gemma Potter in the 4th spot.
Thanks, Megan. Here's Hillman at the top. And she's fouled from Ellsworthy.
It's a great battle inside with Kunick and Brett, just both of them vying to get position.
11 points in the 3rd quarter to Alyssa Brett. Cole nearly lost her footing. Sarah Ellsworthy, running point guard. Brett battles around Kunick and good off the glass.
Well, that brings Brett up to 13 points, and she's averaging around 7 points a game, so she's exceeding her average so far and playing very well.
She's been a great source of offense in the second half as Hillman is fouled. Had some players sit Geelong with foul trouble. Conti with 3, Jones with 3. And Alyssa Brett has stood up. Second trip to the line today for Naz Hillman. %85% as a team from this spot. Alice Kunick has been to the line 12 times for a perfect 12 of 12. Cole hounding Shelley. Potter unable to find penetration. Kunick with the box out. And it will stay Geelong basketball.
That's where Geelong are just lacking that real go-to player. As the clock's ticking down, get it in their hands, let them create something.
She really came up with a steal. Ellsworthy wanted the call. Unlucky not to go down. It'll be 2 shots for Ellsworthy. Originally from Adelaide and spent the last 4 seasons with Geelong in the NBL 1. Now with their national side in the Signet WNBL. Nelly Jones set to check in. Potter came up with it. And a second chance.
Good result for Geelong. I can't believe Geelong have actually taken the lead, Liam. Not for long.
Is Rochi inside. Not her own miss. Brett recovers. Playing with some real confidence in the second half. Reed had a hand to it. Cole wrapped up initially, and Shelley avoided the jump ball call.
The clock doesn't reset. The shot clock doesn't reset.
Ellsworthy again. The intent to drive inside.
2.7 seconds on the shot clock from this out-of-bounds play.
Jones will join the fray. And a nice 2.5 minutes from Ellsworthy. That could not have been drawn up any better for Potter and Geelong.
Wow, Christy Harrower is not happy. Immediately she stood up from her chair and called a timeout.
Breakdown there on the inbounds play with just 2.7. Cole pleading her case, but Geelong United take a 4-point lead. Breakdown off that inbounds. And I agree, Laurie, it does feel a little bit against the run of play, this Geelong lead.
Well, it's so interesting, momentum swings, and right now it's all with Geelong, and we can see the animated Christy Harrower in there talking to her charges. But all of a sudden now Flyers will be feeling some scoreboard pressure. They haven't felt that all game. They've been able to really do what they want, quite relaxed. But now Geelong have taken this lead and are looking good. So all of a sudden things don't fall as easily. It's harder to get shots up. So it'll be interesting to see how an experienced team like the Flyers can respond after this timeout.
Sure will be. And you know the response is coming. Christy Harrower asking for some fire. Geelong out to a 4-point advantage. And they lead points in the paint, 40-20. Against the run of play maybe, but now the visitors have the momentum. Koenig. Lockridge. Running to Jones, who looks sore. It's a foul call. Touching at her elbow. Keep an eye on that one with Megan Huswaite, who is listening into the huddle at the timeout. Megan.
Oh, it was an impassioned Christy Harrower. She slammed her coaching board down on the barrier between her and the players and screamed at her players to know the scout. She said, if you don't have your head in this game, sit down. She said Geelong are outworking the Flyers, and then she struck her chest with her fist and asked, where is the fire? It was amazing stuff from the former Opal.
Thanks, Megan. Let's see if it fires them up here, Lockridge.
You can see Monconti back on the court. I didn't think she'd be sitting for too long. They need her out there, calling the shots, running the tempo.
Sure do.
Making baskets.
Making baskets indeed. Like she never missed a beat. Cole. Koenig, met at the block. Rochi. And the block from Jones. Terrific defense, pushed forward by Potter. Rolling. Tight on the baseline. Potter got the whistle.
That was great poise by Frawley. Just lost a little mouth guard there. But here's the shot from Monconti. Wasn't that an important one?
Sure was. Conti's got 13 and 21 minutes. The Southside crowd doing their best to deter Gemma Potter.
Potter's doing a good job of trying to establish herself in this league here. Oh, not some foul shots that she wanted to miss.
Both bubbled out.
Southside have got such experience on the court right now in Koenig, Beck Cole, Rochi's there, Hillman. They're all experienced campaigners.
One of those, the skipper Cole, not quite. Somehow with Hillman and Lockridge. Hillman connects! Shooting 42% from three this season. She's added that to her game.
Well, they doubled down and left her wide open, taking away the inside look, and she just nailed that three-point shot.
A player that has barely taken a three in 114 WNBA games is showcasing she's got that in her bag. Jones's fouls.
Tell you what, the level of physicality out there right now is through the roof.
Jones has been on the wrong end of it a couple of times. For a quick and easy weeknight dinner that the whole family will enjoy. Pick up a family pack of Latina fresh pasta and sauce. Ready in minutes and so delicious there won't be any complaints at the dinner table. Find Latina fresh in a chilled pasta roll near you.
Oh, that's the one area of Geelong's game where they only shoot the free throws at 69%. And as we know, Liam, close games are won or lost by foul shooting.
They sure are. 6 of 10 here this evening. Off-ball whistle. Geelong the three-point advantage and things going their way. This time last week on WNBL Wednesdays, I mean, the Flyers were in a similar position, Laurie. There was the young Capitals who challenged them, and as you mentioned, the leadership with Kunik and the like were able to bring them home. But they're under the pump once more. Shelley. With the size, Jones. 2 shots for Hayley Jones, but also in the bonus for the final 5:08 at Geelong.
Well, Geelong did just a terrific job of creating a mismatch inside and then getting a ball reversal, so it was a good angle to pass it in. There was nothing Maddie Rocci could do. Beck Cole tried to come across and help, but it was a great use of a mismatch.
Jones up in the seconds. Potter first to it. It'll come down to the possession arrow. Southside win it back.
I'm pretty sure in that camera game at this 5-minute mark, it was a 1-point game, and here we have a 4-point ball game.
Another great one here tonight. Cole. Potter with the assignment. Lockridge so active once more. Terrific defense from Froling. 5 seconds from the baseline. Cole gotta go. Will they get it off in time? I don't think so. Caught unawares.
Well, that was a good defensive phase for Geelong. We can see Coach Chris Lucas in the background and Christy Harrower. They're certainly earning their stripes as head coaches in tonight's game.
Matchup.
Chris Lucas with some instructions from the sideline. Tension building as we approach crunch time. Conti and Jones with 5 seconds. Gotta go. Hayley Jones steps into a jumper and drains it.
She has been phenomenal from that elbow area. Just a nice, easy, casual pull-up.
With some swagger. Hayley Jones up to 20. Rattles out for 3. Geelong by 6 here.
And that's not what Southside need. The thing with a shooting a 3 like that with Maddie Rocci is every single player is in a good block-out position because they haven't shifted the defense at all.
A win here would see them with a series win over Southside. Conti nearly lost it. The whistle is going to save Geelong. Hayley Jones, so composed at all times.
And then liking that shot, Liam. And so she should. This is a really crucial part of the game. Oh, but foul shots are just letting them down. Right now, they're 7 from 13.
No mistake on the seconds. Biggest lead of the night for Geelong. Koenig. Lockridge has created dribble penetration throughout. Conti rips and runs for United. Head the needle to Potter. Couldn't quite handle it. Rochi kick out, Koenig. Extra fine, Lockridge. And Conti made sure of it. Lockridge will have a couple of free throws. Conti has 4 personals. Just 3 minutes left. You suspect she'll remain out there.
I would think so.
We do have Shelley waiting in the wings. Here's Keely Frolic. Stops, fires, blocked out nicely.
Sorry, good block out by Maddie Rochi. Brett was trying to go after those O boards, but she did a really good job of making contact with the body.
Koenig, a great look from 3, cans it. Southside back within 2.
Every time the ball looks like going inside, Alice Koenig is popping out really to that same situation, that same spot, and she is being so efficient out there.
That's got to be alarm bells when you see Alice Koenig wide open for 3 like that. 25 points and 9 rebounds for Koenig. 3 triples and a couple of blocks. And let's see if we can listen in here to Chris Lucas.
Move the basketball. Everyone, move it to the best shot, catch the score, move the ball. All right, we don't want contested stuff. Go head tap. Okay, come on, either way. Haley is the second screener. So kills Haley. Okay, come off this card, screen that. If they switch it, we may get that. Don't force it. Move the basketball, catch the score. Actually, hey, do this. Listen, boy, give her clear through. Give her a clear side. Okay, they're going to load up. Shoot us here. I'm going to clear side.
Instructions there from Chris Lucas.
Pretty succinct in what he said. Move the basketball and catch it to score. So 2 really simple but powerful messages.
Megan Huswaite was in Christy Harrow's huddle.
Yeah, and the momentum has changed a little bit here, and it certainly changed from Christie's address. A bit more calm, telling her players they're going to try and find a way to get a switch here, and she finished the timeout by imploring her players to rebound, rebound, and rebound some more.
Thanks, Megan. Inside to Jones. Fade away, Jay. Not quite. Flyers can tie or take the lead. Koenig. Not quite for back-to-back threes.
I was going to say there should be a big X on the floor on that spot, because that's where she has let a lot fly tonight.
Well, Stadium thought that was going down. Jones. A steady leader alongside Froling. Reed with the steal.
Chris Lucas' message, catch to score. I would have liked to have seen Keely go up against it and try and score.
Umpire on that 3. Coach Harrow will be very happy though with the looks they're getting.
Circles, move the ball. Can we get a great shot? Move the ball.
This game is on a nice edge. Move the ball, says Chris Lucas.
Yes, he certainly does. He's sent that message a few times now. Got to have ball movement and player movement.
Turnover against Geelong. Might have been off the ball here.
Must have been. I didn't quite see what was happening.
I missed it as well. There's a win for the Flyers. Roshi, strong screen from Hillman. Follows her own miss, but Jones strong on the rebounds. One minute remains. Potter. Now Tara Reid. Immediate attack and the whistle. It'll be 3 throws for Tara Reid, and Geelong can't believe it.
I love that mindset of Tara Reid. She ran the lane, she got the ball on the wing, defense wasn't set, she punched it in strongly and gets herself to the foul line. Has a chance to tie the game, Liam.
Well, they have been so proficient this evening. 25 of 28 from the line. Reid had 11 points in the first half, and she makes no mistake. Tied ball game.
Couple of possessions left in this game, that's all there is.
Jones. This is where Geelong want the basketball. She's been class in the second half.
Unbelievable. Jones, Haley Jones just backing down Hillman, who's a great defender. And with all the ease in the world, just knocks down that 2.
Such confidence.
Wow.
There was never a moment on that possession when she thought she wasn't scoring.
She didn't look pressured. She just looked like, I know what I'm going to do. She took the instructions from Chris Lucas, catch to score, and did it perfectly.
She's been close to the best player on the floor. 22.7 boards, 6 dimes. Done a bit of everything, Haley Jones. And now it's over to the Flyers. 2-point advantage for Chris Lucas. She can't listen in to the timeouts down the stretch here. And boy, wouldn't we like to be a fly on the wall.
Well, it's so interesting because for Geelong, they just have to make sure they do not let the Flyers have a 3. So I would be really focusing on Alice Kunitz because she's been red hot from the 3-point line. And the Flyers, I mean, they can take it inside. Both teams are in the foul situation, so they can try and draw a foul and at least get to the foul line and even this game up.
Let's get down with 29 seconds on the clock to Megan Huswaite, courtside.
The woman of the night, Haley Jones, to Naz Hillman here. Hillman told us pre-game how much of a game winner her WNBA teammate can be. Chris Lucas wants a stop.
That he does. 14 to work with. Rochi inside, scoops up and in. Rochi stands up for Southside.
Well, it was a really good shot by Rochi because it was early, and now there's still tied ball game. It's still in Geelong's favor in that they can work it around for 1 shot. And then if they make it, it goes into it's done. And if they miss it, we have overtime, Liam.
Could be free basketball here at the State Basketball Centre. Not sure many here were expecting Rochi to find a way to the bucket so early on in that possession, but the lane parted and she took it.
Well, and Geelong did a good job of not fouling her because the last thing you wanted to do, and that was a smart play by Rochi, drive it in and hope for the and one, but Geelong did a good job of not fouling. Now they've got this last possession with 23 seconds left.
He was indeed smart in the bonus as well. She knew that they sort of had to play with their hands tied behind their back.
So now neither team, I mean, Flyers have to be proactive in defense, but they don't want to foul and send Geelong to the foul line. They want to make them earn their shot.
We've got the close one here. On your WNBL Wednesdays, 23.5. Could this be a chance for the win for Geelong United? In the hands of Haley Jones, who's been stellar.
They're just going to run down the clock so they get last look at the basket. Don't give the Flyers another chance.
A pair of screens arrived. Froling provides it. Jones, gotta go. Time's going to expire, will not count. In many respects, so well drawn up. but we're headed to overtime.
Well, it was just a matter of, I think, a second and a half that she made her spin move, but the clock went out. So good credit. Credit goes to the Southside Flyers for getting that really important stop and sending it into OT, Liam.
Just looked a second too late. Jones drops the foot there, got through, but the board lit up red well and truly before it left her hand.
Well, they did a good job, like you say, of executing. They forced a mismatch, and Hillman exchanged with Alice Koenig. So it does justice to this game, Liam.
Yeah, it does. It really does. And this second half in particular, Laurie, it really went up a notch in that third quarter. A chance for everyone really just to take a deep breath.
Well, yes, and you know, we know Conti has the 4 fouls, so she's going to have to be careful with what she does. Brett has 4 fouls as well for Southside. Koenig has 4 fouls, so you know, 5 minutes is a long time to be playing with that number of fouls.
It really is. You would not want to lose Koenig or Conti. 40 minutes down of regulation. This is how it has played out so far. It was Southside, Laurie, who looked to race out of the blocks early.
Well, they certainly did, and you know, at one point they looked like they were going to completely run away with this game, but really credit to Geelong for hanging around, then getting ahead, then Southside showing enough poise, maturity, experience to not let Geelong run away with it, and we find ourselves with an excellent game of basketball, and overtime we come.
Southside had a 28-15 lead at quarter time, and then Geelong have won the last 3 quarters to force OT. We got to the free-throw line en masse. The Flyers, and Conti has been active, particularly in the first half.
Well, it's really important that she stays on the court and leads this team, and obviously Jones is a real crucial piece, and the way she's been scoring and coming up with the goods at both ends of the floor has been phenomenal.
It has been just moments away from providing the game winner for Geelong United. Koenig leads the way with 25 for Southside. And Jones, as we mentioned, 24, 7, and 6. Three personals for Hayley Jones. A nice buffer. And you know she's going to be big in this next 5-minute overtime period.
Well, again, Liam, we talked about it when the camera played Flyers, that will the experience rise to the top? And they've been in this situation before. They've played together a lot as a team, some of these players, whereas Geelong, this is all pretty new to them.
It sure is. Look at Hayley Jones be the point of difference. Rolling. Conti bursting off the handoff.
Look how active Alice Koenig is on defense.
He did well for the team rebounds. Rochi around the screen. Knowing Conti's got 4, but can't finish. Conti kicked out. Labour in the paint. Jones finds her, the pump fake,
really
clinical.
Good, the timing of that. And Raber didn't, we have to remember, Raber hasn't been on the court for a while. She didn't play the last in that fourth quarter. And so to come on and be so consistent, so precise there.
Gilman, fresh 14 for the Flyers.
Playing 5 out right now.
Koenig stepping through, not to be, and Megan Huswaite, you were listening into Chris Lucas.
And Raber just executed what her captain Keely Froling asked for perfectly, and that was that everyone be a threat to score in this extra time. Geelong feeling that they're relying on this woman as she goes to the line. Hayley Jones, Froling also asking her team to land the first punch in overtime.
And they did just that, thanks Megan. They really have been led from the front from Hayley Jones. Another assist for her there, number 7 in the ball game.
That's Alice Kunig's 5th foul, so she will play no longer a part in this game.
That is a blow.
It is. Oh, but the foul shots for Geelong.
Koenig disappointed. The good news is they have a really handy replacement in Tara Reid off the bench. Cole. Back to the skipper. Into the body of Brett. And offensive foul against Cole. Hasn't been a night so far, Beck Cole. Jones. Played through some big knocks as well this evening.
Wow, what a tough finish that was by Hayley Jones in overtime.
She made that look easy almost. The catch on the move and then the finish, just terrific. Oh, Lockridge lost the defender. And they're on the board in overtime, courtesy of the handle of Dallas. Cole, the steal. Making an impact, the skipper for Southside.
Well, she may only have 2 points, but now she's got 4, and those 2 have come at the most crucial time of overtime.
Back to a 1-point ball game. Jones. Raber not quite. Lockridge. Space from the top of the keyway.
Raber's doing a really good job on the board, competing every single time against Hillman.
Sure is. The bench today, Danielle Raber. Playing big minutes down the stretch. Not biting was Cole. Well-timed cut.
Oh, Keely Froling.
Not quite on the second attempt.
She would be so disappointed in those misses.
Led off there, Southside.
Southside have a chance to take the lead.
Deep, deep 3 from Lochy was short. Much needed for Geelong. Just take some air out of that run, momentum from the Flyers. Everything going through the hands of Jones. In the post, shimmy, opts for the find to Raber this time. Still 7 seconds.
Look at the passion on Hillman, just pleading with her teammates.
It's been such high energy throughout the entire contest. Raber, 4 seconds to work with. Jones has got to go. Conti in time.
Oh, big time Conti! Oh my goodness!
Big shot for Conti. Has Geelong out by 4. Rochi though right back at them.
2-point game with less than a minute to go, Liam.
Wow, what a night. First overtime period. Jones probing. Now the double comes. Kick out to Raber. Just offline. Hillman, strength in the rebounding contests. Cole. No rush for Southside. Still 15 seconds. Cole won't rattle home. But a second chance. Fading away.
Oh no, a third chance.
From the free-throw line, Cole drains it and ties it up with 7 seconds on the clock. chaos here in Melbourne.
Chaos, third time lucky for Beck Cole.
And she looks gassed after that play. That was all happening there, Laurie. Timeout on the floor. 86 apiece. Here it is again. And it was a case of persistence from Beck Cole. And the third time the charm.
Well, 7 seconds to go. Chris Lucas will advance the ball. They'll have, again, a chance to make one last shot. Otherwise, we go into double overtime.
And you feel like there's really no two ways about it. It's going to Hayley Jones.
Well, it isn't, and I feel like, you know, she's going to put the ball to the floor, try and draw a foul if she doesn't score.
So close to the game winner at the end of regulation. Jones just a half second too late and it was waved off. Raber, Jones, Froling, Potter and Conti are the five.
Interesting, Jones is inbounding the ball. We'll see it in Conti's hands, I'm sure.
Seven to work with. In by a Froling.
Got to get a shot up.
Handoff, Conti lets it fly, buries it. Geelong at the buzzer and Conti for the win.
Wow.
They've done it at the State Basketball Centre. What a moment, back in the lineup for Geelong. Her second game returning to action, and she's got a game winner.
I thought the shot clock was going to expire as well on that one, but oh my goodness.
Well, could there be another twist?
Oh, it was so close. See if we can see the red light going on. No, it had left her hand, definitely.
So the bucket will count, we know that, but they're looking at how much time remains on the clock. There could be a chance for a tip in. In fact, there's 2 whole seconds for Southside to work with.
Wow, I'm surprised. That was a long 6 or 7 seconds.
We thought it was done, but not to be. Last chance saloon for Southside.
Just a great play that was set up.
Yeah, sure was.
Look at Jones. So now for the Flyers, it's a matter of Christy Harrower drawing something up. Whoever gets it really has to just catch and shoot it. And Geelong have to make sure they do not foul. They need to deny everything at the three-point line, so there's no catch and shoot at the three-point line, but do not foul the shooter.
Let's get down to Megan Huswaite. Megan.
Well, Southside just working out who can throw it the longest. Christy Harrow wants it to go to the corner of the backboard. Hillman's getting in there. They're going to look to, I think Beck Cole's going to that corner.
Terrific insight.
Let's see what they can do with 2 seconds.
Thanks, Megan. Look for that tip in. .2 reads the clock. Cole on time, and Geelong have done it.
Wow, that is a massive win for Geelong. The new club on the block, new coach coaching them.
And their second win this season over Southside, securing the season series, courtesy of that Monique Conti game winner. What a game, Laurie.
Wow, it had a little bit of everything, didn't it? Because at one point it looked like Southside perhaps was going to be, you know, take away that game, but give full credit to this young Geelong group. They just stuck with it, and there's the big smile of Mon Conti, and so she should be extremely happy with the way her team went, with the way she went, and the way the whole night went for her.
Yeah, this will really energise this Geelong season. They improved to 4-4, and they're inside the top 4 tonight. New club, new squad. They've been a little bit inconsistent, as you'd expect, working things out, but tonight they take another scalp against Southside, and look at the smiles. What a return for Monique Conti. Coming back, the second game back and straight into a massive role, Laurie, and then trusted with a game-winning opportunity. 19 points and 8 rebounds to her.
Well, she's just got such great high IQ and plays with such poise, is a real extension of Chris Lucas.
Let's chat to the victors with Megan.
Monique Conti, you hadn't played a WNBL game a week ago. You've played 2 in 4 days and you just hit the match winner.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy when you think about it like that, but it was a real grind today, obviously going into overtime, so a lot of tired bodies, but we're just happy with the road win.
You just said to me, I need to speak to Hayley because you were just a decoy. Take me through her performance. She was huge.
Honestly, Hayley just took the ball under her wing and she just took over the game. She's obviously a big-time player. She plays in the WNBA and she really proved that tonight. The way she just plays with poise, but she also brings people into the game, but when she needs to score, she can score, and she showed that tonight.
She's been huge in the last 2 games. I don't think it's a coincidence that you've come into the team and freed her up to score a little bit. Tell us your initial impressions of United. We know you've been practicing for a few weeks, but only 2 games, 2 wins. Is it United by name, United by nature?
Yes, we have a really good group. We share a nice bond, and I think I said to you earlier, we've got a young group as well, and I think that's really important, and we don't need anyone to come out and score 50 points to win a game. We don't have a team of absolute superstars, but we do play together well as a team, and we can all step up in any given moment.
Geelong United once again. Well done, Moncon.
Thanks, good to speak to Hayley.
Great to hear from Monique Conti off the back of that game winner, and they do have a very even squad. Selling it a bit short, I think, saying they don't have any stars. They certainly do. Let's not forget she was playing through foul trouble as well, Laurie.
Well, she was, and I liked how she said she was actually the decoy on that play and then ended up scoring it. But she certainly, she really controlled the game. When she was on, you know, you felt comfortable with the ball in her hands, either shooting it, scoring herself, or creating for others. And there's that game-winning shot. But she just led by example, and she's such a composed player.
She sure is. Let's continue the trend with Geelong on the floor with Megs.
We'll come up with something.
Just having a quick chat to Hayley Jones off air. You said, was your coming out party tonight? You announced yourself tonight, girl.
Yeah, I mean, I think my teammates set me up in a lot of great positions, but I've just been trying to find my rhythm, find my flow, and get my confidence back, and Chris has been helping me a lot with that. So I think today it was kind of finally coming all to fruition, so I'm really happy.
And back-to-back wins, that will make you smile most, and you do smile when you're playing. We love to see it.
Yeah, I mean, I love this team so much. I think we have such a good team camaraderie, and we know we can do big things. I think we put a good team together of great people, and you saw we get so excited for one another. Mon hitting shots, Keely, Hannah, whoever it is. It's just so much fun.
So you came out to Australia and Chris wanted you to play point guard. You spoke to us post-game on Sunday about adjusting to that new role. How has Mon coming into the team really since Sunday, has that freed you up to be able to score more and perhaps embrace some more natural flair?
Yeah, I think Mon brings a lot of stuff. Defensive tenacity, for one. I think she's a great ball handler. She loves that pull-up, as we saw at the end of the game. But I think with Mon, with Jazz, both of us, all 3 of us, we really just share that point guard role. So if I get off the rebound, I'm gone, they're running, vice versa. So it's really fun to be able to have that flexibility in every lineup.
How good was it to see Chris get excited? And
oh my God, I've never seen him like that. Throwing the hands over there, he's lit. So yeah, just taught him lit the other day. He said, oh my days, so we're working on it, yeah.
Let's hope you get lit on Saturday night. You host Sydney. You had a game to forget, which the club has admitted last time in Sydney. You've got the chance to go 3 in a row.
Exactly. That's the plan. We want to go 3-0 this week. Good week. Get us to have more wins. So, yeah, I think we have Sydney on our list. We didn't play our best. They played a great game. So we're excited to come out, be at home, and, you know, throw the first punch on Saturday.
You were a joy to watch tonight, Hayley Jones. You light up the play with your play and that big smile on your face. We love to see it.
Thank you. Thank you.
She was indeed a joy to watch. What a stat line for Hayley Jones. What a ball game. Here's a look at her highlights.
Well, everything she did, Liam, she just looked so comfortable. Nothing was sort of Well, I mean, it was hard, but she just made it look easy, whether it was on the defensive end or the offensive end. And that pull-up jump shot from the foul line was just, and then backing her players down, I mean, Naz Hillman is a great defender, and she took it at her a couple of times.
27 points, 8 rebounds, and 8 assists for Jones to go along with 2 blocks. Here's your leaders. They lost Koenig late with 4 personals. I think that cost the Southside Flyers, Laurie.
I think just that added experience that Alice Koenig brings to the lineup just in those dying minutes probably did have a big effect. And because she had such a crucial game, she was scoring, she was rebounding, you know, she had such an impact that I think they would have really felt that in that overtime.
I think so. She stood up last week as well, Alice Koenig, but in the end it's Geelong who improved to 4-4. They've got another game here in round 7 against the Sydney Flames at home at Geelong Arena. They'll be looking to bounce back because last time out it was a 90-55 victory to Sydney. Here's a look at the rest of the fixtures in round 7, Laurie.
Oh, there's lots to like, as there always is, but the one thing that I'll be really interested in, we talked about it, is that Adelaide game against Canberra. The bottom two teams, and Adelaide with a new coach.
It's been a terrific evening. Thank you very much for your company here for the Signet WNBL. Liam Ellison, Laurie Chiswick and Megan Huswaite with you on the call. It's an overtime victory for Geelong United. A game winner to Mon Conti. From all of our hard-working team behind the scenes, thank you and good night.